Okay, so this is a seller report, or what we call a seller hub. We call it a seller hub because this is the place that your client is going to be continually coming back to. So what we're going to walk through today is exactly what they see. And there's a few ways they see this. One is you send them their own private link. And we say it's private because we add this randomly generated key at the top, so it can't be guessed by anybody. This will be sent to them at the beginning of their listing, but we also send emails to them on a daily, like an end of day update, as well as a weekly recap. So, and those emails have links back to this report. So this is very much a interactive report that they always have access to and can refer back to at any point in time. So at the top, we've got their general information, but the big thing is we lead with the headlines. We lead with the total social views, all rolled up, listing views on Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, any print ad distribution. So this one had a magazine ad. All of our social engagements. These are the likes, comments, shares, showings, open house groups, and days on market. It's a rolled up recap right on the top, so they see all of the exposure they're getting from your hard work. Next, they can see every single social media post that you do. We pull them in across TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and these all come in automatically. It tallies up every single day, the amount of views, likes, and they are all clickable, so you can go and look at the exact post. If you boosted your post, you'll see there's two posts right here that are boosted. This one's Instagram and this one's Facebook. We add this boosted tag so they know that you're spending money on advertising. And these obviously have much higher metrics because they were boosted. Even the YouTube videos appear here as well. Now, as we go down, this is the dedicated landing page or a website that you built for them. This comes with LaunchListing. It's created automatically, but they can click here and it will take them to that so they can see all of the extra marketing that you're doing for them. As we continue to scroll down, every single night we're pulling in the updated metrics across your listing website, which is the one I just viewed, Zillow, Redfin, Homes.com, Realtor.com, and you can even add in your own MLS's views. This is the additional marketing that you can add in. Again, if you didn't do an ad in a magazine or a newspaper, that's okay. This just doesn't appear here. So we're only showing things that you have done. And this is one of the really cool features that we've gotten great feedback from both agents and clients is the calendar. So this calendar will pull in anything showings, open houses automatically or as you're manually adding them. But the other cool thing is you can add in sort of all of the life cycle events of your listing, from cleaners, staging, inspections. There's a roof inspection, home and pest inspection. These are contractors when contractors were in the house, twilight photography, the regular photography, and even things like, a neighbor's open house. Or yesterday there was a window where the seller didn't want to have anybody because they wanted to be able to have access to the house between 11 to 5. That's in the calendar. So we actually just had the client that reached out and said, hey, I'm planning on being at the house today. I see we don't have any showings. Just let me know if something comes up. They already see this because they're actively looking at the calendar. All of the showings and open houses by date and the number of groups that came through. And then buyer feedback. So as you're receiving feedback from buyers, you can directly enter it into LaunchListing. We have a showing time integration, so showings from showing time automatically come in and feedback automatically comes in, but it defaults as not shared. So we all know that sometimes feedback can be a little harsh. You choose what to share to your clients, and you either also have the opportunity to wordsmith it a bit if you need to. But all of the feedback gets rolled up. This one is a private showing that was entered. These are open house feedbacks, the neighbor open house, different private showings, so it all shows here. As we go down, this is the other really great thing. We get great feedback from clients. Clients want to know what their net's going to be at different sale prices. As the house initially goes on the market, they're expecting to get their asking price or maybe even above asking. But as it stays on the market, they want to know as they're considering a price drop. I'm currently at $1,049,000, but what happens if I'm drop to a $49,000 price drop down to $1 million? What's my net going to be? Okay, got it. Now, what happens if let's add a comparison here, and let's say, well, what if I drop it to 950,000? What does that look like? What does it look like if the I want the buyer's agent commission to be 2% instead of 2.5%. So they can work out all of these numbers here without you having to constantly go back to your title company and run net sheets for them. General information, and then it's branded with your info. This one in particular is a co-list. So we support co-listing when you're in a team or brokerage model, and it's always branded to you, and it always looks as if you're the person that's providing this report. Now, there's one other feature that isn't on here because this listing is currently in a active state, but I'll flip over to a listing that's in a pending state. And we also have offer analysis. So once offers start to come in, you can upload your offer PDF directly into LaunchListing. We will parse it and pull out all of the important information of the contract. If you have multiple offers, we will then do an offer comparison. So this is one that's currently pending where we had two offers. You can see one's $692, one came in at $700, one's conventional, the other's cash, 25-day close, 21-day close, all side by side. So it can be reviewed by both you and your client. And then we'll calculate out the net money after closing costs and show you who the winner is on net money. We all know that net money isn't everything. Terms are important as well, and that can all be evaluated side by side. So the way that most agents will use this is they will upload the offers. They'll let the client know, hey, we've got two offers. If they're the type of client that wants to do this on the phone, we are now looking at the exact same thing while we're on the phone and looking at the same screen and comparing apples to apples. All of the questions wind up getting answered much, much faster when you're on the phone looking at the exact same comparison. And it's done very quickly. No more entering this into a spreadsheet and then sending this off to your client and waiting for them to get it and hoping they have Excel access or hoping they have Google Sheets and they know how to use it. It's all right here in their link. And this is the same link they've been coming back to day after day after day.